Secrets have a way of coming back, especially at Grey Sloan Memorial Hospital. And today, one secret is about to shake the hospital and a family forever. The halls of Grey Sloan feel strangely heavy today. Nurses move quickly, doctors rush in and out of trauma rooms, but something feels different. A quiet tension hangs in the air like everyone knows a storm is coming, they just don't know when it will hit. Then without warning, she appears. Maggie Pierce? After months away, she walks through the main entrance alone, holding a single small suitcase. Her face is drained, her eyes tired. She looks like someone who has been fighting battles no one else can see. Nobody expected her return. She didn't call ahead, didn't send a message. Richard stops in his tracks when he sees her. Amelia freezes near the elevator. Even the interns whisper, "Is that Maggie?" She gives a polite smile, but it doesn't reach her eyes. Something is wrong. She looks like she wants to disappear before anyone can ask why she's here. Richard rushes to hug her, but even he can feel her distance. She avoids eye contact, quickly changing the subject. Her voice is shaky as she says she just needs a place to think. But as Maggie looks around, her gaze pauses at the OR board, and then at Winston's name. Her heart sinks. She didn't come back ready. She came back because she had no other choice. Maggie tries to move through the hospital without being noticed, but Grey Sloan has a way of pulling people back into old lives. Bailey spots her next and wastes no time asking questions. "Why are you here, Maggie? Is everything okay?" Maggie forces a smile and lies. "I'm fine. Just visiting." But Bailey knows better. She has seen that look before. Maggie is hiding something, and it isn't small. Before Maggie can escape to an empty on-call room, an alarm blares through the hospital. Mass trauma, incoming multi-car crash on the highway. Doctors sprint toward the ambulance bay. Instinct kicks in, and without thinking, Maggie follows. She still knows exactly where to stand. She still belongs in chaos. But this time, she is not ready. On the trauma floor, stretchers roll in. Maggie grabs gloves and jumps to help a patient with a crushed chest. She starts giving orders, calm, in control, until another voice takes over the case behind her. A voice she knows too well. She turns, and there he is, Winston. Their eyes meet for the first time since she left. The room goes silent for a split second. Pain, anger, love, all at once. And then, "Pierce, take over this line," Winston says sharply, pretending nothing is wrong. Maggie nods, but her hands shake. Side by side, they work like they used to. Their rhythm is still perfect, but their hearts are not. Maggie keeps her distance, acting like everything is fine, but inside she is breaking. Seeing Winston again is harder than she ever imagined. And she knows this is only the beginning. The trauma case is slow, and the chaos fades into a heavy silence. Winston removes his gloves and steps away without a word, pretending she isn't there. Maggie watches him leave, torn between walking away and finally telling the truth. But before she can decide, Amelia appears beside her, studying her face. "You're not okay," Amelia says quietly. Maggie tries to brush her off. "I'm just tired," but her voice cracks. Amelia doesn't push. She just places a comforting hand on Maggie's shoulder before walking away, giving her space. But now the silence feels louder. Maggie can't hide behind work anymore. She slips into an empty corridor, leaning against the wall as she struggles to breathe. Every emotion she has locked inside starts forcing its way out: fear, regret, guilt. Her eyes close and she tries to hold it together. She has been running for months, keeping her secret buried deep. But being back with Winston makes it impossible to carry alone. Suddenly footsteps echo down the hall. She turns, and it's Winston. He looks at her with guarded eyes. "Why did you come back, Maggie?" he asks. His voice isn't angry, but tired, hurt, broken. She opens her mouth to speak, but no words come out. For a long moment, she doesn't answer. Then everything inside her gives way, and she whispers, "I didn't know where else to go." Her voice shakes. Her walls fall. And with them, the truth begins to surface. Winston steps closer, searching Maggie's eyes, trying to understand the pain behind them. "You could have called," he says quietly. "You could have trusted me." Maggie shakes her head, holding back tears. I wanted to, she says. But every time I tried, I froze. I didn't know how to explain. I didn't know how to face you after everything that happened. Winston's voice is heavy. You left without a word. Do you have any idea what that did to me? The truth hits the air like a weight. This isn't just distance. This is heartbreak still bleeding. Maggie turns away, wiping her eyes. I didn't leave because I stopped caring, she says in a low voice. I left because I was scared. Winston's tone softens, but he doesn't let her escape again. Scared of what? Maggie hesitates, shaking her head as if she could erase the moment. But her hands are trembling now. Her secret has lived inside her too long. The burden is too heavy to carry alone anymore. She takes a breath. Then another. Winston waits. Finally, with tears slipping down her face, she speaks the words that will change everything. I'm pregnant. The hallway falls silent. Winston freezes. His expression shifts shock, disbelief, confusion. He tries to speak, but no words come. Maggie looks terrified, bracing herself for his reaction. I found out after I left, she whispers. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if you would want. Is it mine? Winston asks, his voice breaking. Maggie looks straight at him. Eyes full of fear and hope cut to black. Everything has changed at Grey Sloan, and this is only the beginning.